Live market profile and order flow trade analysis by Tradeducation. We are at episode 202. And before I share today's analysis, I would just like to go through a quick disclaimer that trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for all investors. Also, the information which I'm sharing is for educational purposes only and cannot be used for any trade related activity. Okay. So let me just quickly share my screen and let's look at what's happening overall. Okay. So overall, nothing much has changed. So if you see, we are still in a bigger balance. So this is the bigger balance, and we are looking at the daily chart. So we are just trying to have the news-based action which is going on, and we are just chopping up and down. Last 2 to 3 days, the reason why the market fell is because of the overall global sentiments. Okay, but overall nothing has changed. What was happening is, so there were some couple of gaps which was filled. There is one more gap here which is not yet filled. So market is just in a balanced state. Okay, nothing much has changed. And if you see, look at the overall volumes, it's still going up and down, up and down. So there is a lot of dissonance, lot of confusion going on. And what the intraday players are doing is, the US market is down, Singapore is down, so they short, or vice versa. That's not how we are supposed to trade. Okay. A good thing to note here is, if you see, so this is the balance of the month of August. This is the balance of the month of September. And right now we are seeing the balance or the value. So if you see, the overall value is increasing. Okay, so value is rising higher. This does not mean that whenever the market comes down, you need to take a long trade. Okay, I'm not telling you that, but I'm just saying that for 2 months we had sideways value development, and now we are seeing higher value. So when the auction comes within these two values, that's where buyers will step in, and that's what currently we are seeing at. So at the top of the value, or at the so at this particular level is where 11,600 level is where buyers are again stepping in, and they are taking the auction again higher. Okay. So that's the general analysis which I just wanted to share with you all. Okay. Now I'm just jumping to the volume profile chart, and from the volume profile chart, so this is an hourly chart. Okay, so this also clearly states that we are seeing value developing higher, and now we are seeing some sort of overlapping value. Okay, so let me do, so this is a balance. This was a trending down, this was a trending up, again a trending down, again a balanced day, again a balanced day, and then it broke out. Okay, so let me increase this. So some of the references which I have kept is 11,596. That is the low of yesterday. So that is the balance low, and this is the balance high. Okay. So we need to see whether we are seeing acceptance or rejection around the balance low. So that is what overall, the overall I'm looking at. Apart from that, nothing much has changed. We are chopping in a bigger range, and this is a bigger range of from 11,596 to, yeah, so this is a 400 points range. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm expecting more choppiness. I'm not seeing any trending day, but you may never know what can happen. Okay, so from the market profile chart, currently, so the auction will start in next 30 seconds, but overall we are seeing a balanced profile. So the reference which I'll be keeping is the low of yesterday and the high of yesterday, and we also have a peacock. So let's see which way the auction develops, and there are a couple of stocks around the lows. So odds are high that we might tag this and see some sort of reversal. Okay, so this is what currently I'm looking at. So right now we are seeing rejection around the epoch levels. So this is a rejection level at the epoch. Here we are still trading within yesterday's range. Nothing much has changed. Nothing much has changed yet. Overall positive delta. So let me just jump to the order flow chart. So we are getting rejected around PPOC. This option is just trading within the value area low and the PPOC of yesterday. We are having overlapping value area lows. $11,670 is the high. Okay. So currently there is no trade direction. I'm looking for the low to be tagged because there is an R PPOC reference from intraday perspective. So odds are high that this will be the low of yesterday will be tagged. Let the market chop around PPOC levels, and if we study the price action perspective, currently we are in a sort of a demand or a support zone because from the price action perspective. So we should see buyers coming in and taking the auction higher. Okay, above this reference level. So 11,681. If we don't see if we see lack of buyers, that means that though the buying which came in yesterday was not good buying, and you can reverse your position. So right now I'm seeing that a good trade location is to take a short trade, keeping your stop loss above today's high, target of today's low, and the low of yesterday. So that's the current trade location which I'm seeing to happen, to form. So overall volume is okay, not so big enough. It's okay, around 4,000 contracts traded. There are some anomalies on the upper side around the highs, some anomalies on the lower side. So let's see which anomaly gets cleared. It looks like the anomalies around the high will be cleared first. So you should be out of the trade now. The first trade, your stop loss should have hit. So let the auction go higher. So we have an HVN here. There is also one more HVN here, that is the 11,723. So this is the POC of yesterday. So marking it as an HVN. So buyers are again stepping in. 5,900 contracts traded in the first 5-minute candle. Now we need to observe whether there is continuation or not. This is one more reference level, 680. So good rejection being seen currently. So immediate reference level is 681. So I'm expecting some sort of exhaustion now, but not seeing at the moment. That's what my observation is. Option still going higher. Let it go higher. We are seeing a follow through continuation. So there is a good rejection around the lows. We are entering the double print zone now. So good volume flow around 3,300 contracts. We are still 2 minutes to go. Good momentum buyers are stepping in. So at visual references is where sellers are coming in. So I'm expecting the option to tag the HVN in the high of yesterday. So let's see whether that happens or not. Some selling movement, selling pressure coming in right now. But if you see here, good sellers are there. Buyers are here. About 488. Good momentum buying coming in. So let it. So that the high will be again tagged. We have 50 seconds to go. 4,800, 4,900 contracts traded. Let it continue higher. 5,000 contracts traded. So overall, market is confidence is low. The open is within yesterday's value and yesterday's range. Yesterday we had a sort of a balanced profile. Right now the auction is trading above the yesterday's value area high. Let me just jump to the volume profile chart. Yeah, there's no references for now. So this might be the turning point, 11,725 or 11,723. Let's see. So sellers are stepping in now. So 5,900 followed by 5,700. Positive momentum, positive delta, cumulative delta, and now sellers are stepping in. So wait for. So there will be some profit booking going on. So uh, wait for, so don't trade now. I'm not seeing any good trade at the moment. There is some rejection around the levels. There is some good rejection going on. So the sellers which came in yesterday, they are again stepping in. Then they will try to take the auction down. Volume is drying out. So 5,900, 5,700. Right now we are just 800. Let the auction chop. There is some slight divergence in delta, but let's see. So one sign that sellers are stepping in now. But I would just stay away. I'm not seeing any trade location or any trade opportunity. I'll just stay away because a lot of choppiness action will be going on. A good trade location is you can take a long trade, keeping a stop loss around this candle low, targeting this HVN. That is one long trade which I'm seeing for the moment. Good momentum, buyers stepping in, volumes are increasing. So the sellers are throwing in the towel. Absorption of supply going on. So if you look at the cumulative delta, it's just going in one direction. So I'm just waiting for some sideways movement. So expect the HVN to be tagged and the high of yesterday to be tagged. So these two levels. So currently the second trade which I shared, it should be active. And these are the targets. So if you are in profit or in loss, up to you. Okay, so 4,200 contracts traded. We are seeing a contraction in the delta. Sellers are stepping in, but let the HVN be tagged. You should be now out of the trade. If you see the tempo, see the buying momentum, buyers stepping in. Seeing some sort of rejection now. So now I'm expecting some sort of choppiness action. So here from delta you can see there is some sellers are stepping in. So now positive delta should be reducing. So who's buying here and who's selling here? That's what currently is going on in my mind. What is the psychology which is getting played here or getting built up here? Overall volumes are pretty less, about 1500 volumes. The tempo is slowing down now. Poor high, rejection being seen, the high to be tagged. So the high is weaker, the low is weaker. So now some sort of setup is getting formed. Both high and lows are weaker. Good rejection being seen, sellers are stepping in. If you see the wicks getting formed from price action perspective. So expect some sort of choppiness action. And expect, so we need to see whether the high of yesterday is getting tagged or not. You just see the delta is again increasing. There is no sideways development, and we are finding support around the 1 standard deviation. Okay guys, so that's what I wanted to share today, and just observe how the option is getting developed around the references which I shared today. Okay, so let's catch up on Monday, 2nd of November, and let's see how the option develops. Till then, happy and safe trading.